The Daily Trading Coach, 101 Lessons for Becoming Your Own Trading Psychologist, Part 1. Introduction. It's not your system. It's you. Have you ever wondered why sometimes you trade like a champion? Every entry is clean, every take profit hits, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, you wipe out your entire account in just one streak of losses? Was it the system's fault? Was it the market playing tricks on you? No. Here's the hard truth. The problem isn't out there. The problem is inside you. It's your psychology. Trading isn't just about charts, indicators, or finding the perfect setup. Trading is a mental battle, a tug-of-war between greed and fear, between discipline and emotion. I've seen so many traders, including myself, fall into the same pattern. One week, you're totally in the zone. The next, you're blowing up everything you just earned. And the worst part? You know exactly what you're doing wrong, but you keep doing it anyway. If you've ever revenge traded after a loss, doubled your lot size just to make it back quickly, panicked every time the market went against you, or worse, didn't even know why you acted the way you did, then this book, The Daily Trading Coach by Dr. Brett Steenbarger, was made for you. Now, Brett isn't just some theory guy. He's a clinical psychologist. He's coached hedge funds managing hundreds of millions, and he's also a trader himself. This isn't a book you read once and forget. It's a mental training manual, 101 short, powerful lessons designed to help you coach yourself every single day. It's like having your own trading psychologist whispering in your ear. Stay calm, stay disciplined, stay focused. If you've ever asked, how do I become a better trader without blowing up my account every time I try to learn something new? The answer is not another indicator. It's not some magical setup. The answer is already inside you, and this book helps you unlock it. So if you're ready to dig deep, let's step into the world of trading psychology and discover what it really takes to become your own coach with the Daily Trading Coach. Part 2. Why you should read this book. You don't need another strategy. You need to control yourself. As traders, we get obsessed with systems. We chase magic indicators, auto-trading bots, chart patterns with 80% win rates. But here's the reality. We don't lose because we lack a strategy. We lose because we can't stick to the one we already have. How many times have you told yourself, I won't FOMO anymore, then still chase the price? How many times did you say, just 2 trades today, then ended the session with 14 losing ones? Or said, 30 pip stop is enough? But when price came close, you quietly moved your stop 20 more pips away. That's not because you're stupid. And it's not because you lack knowledge. It's because you don't have emotional control. And that's exactly why you need to read The Daily Trading Coach. This isn't another book about charts, price action, or indicators. This book talks about the real enemy. You, the person holding the mouse. The one clicking buy and sometimes burning down your own account out of pure impulse. It doesn't promise 100% returns in a year. It won't hand you a magic trick to beat the market. But what it does offer is the chance to stay in the game long enough to actually become profitable by teaching you how to understand what's really going on inside your mind when you trade, how to build healthy emotional habits like a professional athlete, and how to make discipline feel natural. Not something you're constantly forcing. Trading isn't a game for geniuses. It's a game for people who can control themselves. This book is your personal mental coach. It will train you step by step to take back control. So if you're serious about trading, if you've ever asked, why do I keep losing even though I know all the theory? Then stop chasing new systems. Start reading this one. Part 3. Book structure. Let's talk about how this book is actually built. Each page in the Daily Trading Coach feels like a mini therapy session. And in that session, you're both the patient and the doctor. When I first picked up this book, I'll be honest, I thought, here we go again. Another thick trading book full of fluff and theory. But I was completely wrong. This book is nothing like that. It's not long-winded, it's not filled with academic jargon, and you don't have to read it from start to finish to get something useful out of it. Instead, Dr. Steenbarger breaks the book into 101 short, focused lessons. Each one is just 3 to 5 pages long, tight, punchy, and practical. Every lesson feels like a personal coaching session, and it follows a simple 3-part structure. First, there's a real-world trading problem, something we all face, like revenge trading, losing confidence after a drawdown, or the urge to overtrade. Next, he explains the deeper psychological reason behind that problem. And there's no judgment, just straight talk and empathy from someone who's clearly been there. And finally, the best part, the coaching cue. This is where it gets real. Each lesson ends with a concrete, practical tool that you can apply right away. Not theory, actual action. You can treat the book like a 101-day challenge. Read one lesson each day. Or do what I do. Before I start trading in the morning, I flip to a random page. It's kind of like pulling a card from a mindset deck. And weirdly, it's always the exact one I need. Because every lesson stands on its own. There's no pressure to finish the book. There's no guilt, just value. And over time, it starts to feel like you've got this quiet mentor standing behind you, whispering things like, breathe, refocus, be who you know you can be. This isn't a book you read once and put away. It's a book you live with. It won't take you from zero to hero overnight, but it will take you from chaos to clarity, from noise to purpose, and from emotion to resilience. And honestly, if you can do that every single day, you're already ahead of 90% of traders out there. Part 4. 5 Key Takeaways. Let's talk about 5 of the most powerful lessons in this book. Here's the truth. Books don't save you, but they teach you how to save yourself. Lesson number 1. Draw on emotion to become a change agent. Logic knows, but emotion makes us act. Dr. Steenbarger shares a story. He had tried to lose weight for years. He read the books, tried the workouts, nothing worked. Then one day his doctor told him he had type 2 diabetes. And suddenly, the consequences became real. He saw the risk of losing his health, his family, and even himself. That moment of emotional impact, that's what finally made him change. And he's kept the habits ever since. Trading is no different. You can tell yourself 100 times, I need to be more disciplined. But when FOMO kicks in or emotions flare, all your plans go out the window. Steenbarger says, before you trade each day, imagine the worst thing that could happen if you repeat the same mistakes. Let emotion fuel your change, not block it. We don't change because we know we should. We change when emotion makes staying the same too painful. Lesson number 2. Psychological visibility. You can't coach yourself if you can't see yourself. Most traders operate in the dark. They don't keep a journal. They don't reflect after trades. They don't even know why they won or lost. It's like trying to coach a football player without watching game footage. You can't improve what you don't observe. Steenbarger says journaling isn't just about spotting mistakes. It's also about recognizing what you did well. Every day, pick one thing you did right, and make that your goal for today. That's how you build your trading identity. You don't need more knowledge. You need to see clearly and do better with what you already know. Lesson number 3. Build on success. Don't just fix mistakes. Repeat what you did right. Most traders are stuck in a loop of negative self-talk. I need to stop chasing trades. I have to stop overtrading. I shouldn't trade when I'm emotional. Sound familiar? The problem is, these are all about what not to do. Your brain hears don't, stop, avoid, but it doesn't know what to replace those things with. Steenbarger flips the script. Focus on what went well. Did you stay patient yesterday? Did you follow your stop loss? Did you wait for confirmation? Then just do that again today. You don't win by avoiding every mistake. You win by doing the right thing over and over again. Lesson number 4. Repetition is the mother of skill. If you want discipline to become second nature, you have to practice it daily. For a long time, I thought discipline meant willpower, pushing harder, grinding more. But Steenbarger says, discipline doesn't come from effort. It comes from habit. Just like playing guitar or boxing or training for a marathon, trading is a mental sport. You can't will yourself into being disciplined every day, but you can create small routines that program your brain. Journaling every day builds awareness. Pausing 5 minutes before entering a trade creates emotional space. Always setting stop loss and take profit, that conditions healthy risk behavior. You don't become great by reading books. You become great by doing the right thing thousands of times. And finally, lesson number 5. Turn setbacks into comebacks. Losing isn't the end if you learn something from it. Every trader loses. That's the reality. So the question isn't, how do I avoid losing? The real question is, what do you do after a loss? Steenbarger says, great traders don't force a comeback. They pause, they reflect, they reset. He recommends building what he calls a recovery protocol after a drawdown. Just like an athlete recovering from injury, you take time to rest, review your trades, rebuild your mindset, and return stronger. Traders don't fail because they lose. They fail because they don't rise the right way. So here's a quick recap. The lessons in this book aren't flashy. They're not hyped up. They're like solid bricks. One by one, they help you build a strong, steady trading mindset. This book doesn't promise dreams. It brings you back to the basics. Do what works, do it right, and do it every day. Part 5. Why this book is worth reading over and over. Some books you read once and forget. Others, every time you open them, you rediscover yourself. The Daily Trading Coach is one of those books. You know, there are books that feel good the first time you read them. But it's the second time, the third, the 10th. That's when they really start to sink in. And here's why. Reason number 1, because your mindset changes every day. One day, you're winning. You need a reminder to stay humble. The next, you're losing. You need a path to recover. Another day, your thoughts are scattered. You need clarity. And then there are those days where you don't need another new strategy. You just need to calm down and remind yourself that you are enough. This book is like a mirror for your mindset. Look into it today, and you'll see one thing. Look again tomorrow, and you'll see something completely different. The book grows with you. Each time you come back to it, you uncover a deeper layer, because you've grown since the last time you read it. Reason number 2, because it never goes out of date. Markets change, indicators break, price structures evolve. But human psychology, that stays the same. We still fear, we still get greedy, we still doubt, we still hope. Steenbarger doesn't teach you how to catch tops and bottoms. He teaches you how to catch your emotions before they catch your account. And these lessons will still matter, whether you've been trading for a month, a year, or 10 years. Reason number 3, because it's a timeless self-coaching toolkit. I call it my trader survival manual. Whenever I feel the urge to revenge trade, I flip to the chapter on emotional control. When I'm on a winning streak and starting to feel overconfident, I read the chapter on humility and discipline. When I feel like giving up, I go back to the chapter about turning setbacks into comebacks. You don't have to read it cover to cover, just open to the right page at the right moment. And sometimes that one page is exactly what you needed to hear. We don't always need something new. Sometimes, we just need to be reminded of what's right at the right time. And finally, reason number 4, because it teaches you how to live, not just how to trade. It might sound big, but it's true. This book doesn't just make you a better trader. It helps you become a better person. It teaches you self-awareness, patience, how to regulate your emotions, how to learn from failure, how to build habits that actually last. And many of the lessons go far beyond charts. They apply to how you manage relationships, raise your kids, take care of your health, and build a life that actually means something. You begin to realize the best traders aren't just skilled. They're the ones who've learned how to manage themselves and their lives. So here's the bottom line. The Daily Trading Coach isn't a one-and-done kind of book. It's the kind of book you keep by your side through every season of your trading journey, like a quiet mentor, not judging, not yelling, just gently reminding you, breathe, reset, come back to the best version of you. Part 6, Drawbacks of the book. Let's be real here. Even great books aren't for everyone. And this one is no exception. By now you might be thinking, wow, this sounds like the holy grail of trading books. Well, not quite. Even though the Daily Trading Coach is excellent, it still has a few downsides. And depending on what kind of trader you are, it might not be the perfect fit. First, it's not for lazy traders or anyone chasing quick wins. This is not one of those 10 hacks to make $1,000 a day kind of books. It doesn't give you plug-and-play trade signals. It won't hand you magical indicators. This is a mental training manual, which means you'll need to read, reflect, practice, and repeat. So if you're looking for something hype-filled, fast-paced, or promising overnight success, you'll probably find this book a bit boring or even frustrating. Second, this book requires patience and initiative. Think of it like a mental gym. It won't force you to do anything. It won't give you that adrenaline rush like a flashy new indicator. It simply lays the exercises out in front of you, and it's up to you to do the work. If you don't journal, if you don't take time to reflect, if you're not willing to coach yourself from the inside out, then these lessons will fly right past you like thin air. Reading doesn't change you. Only action does. And third, the language can get a little technical at times. Most of the book is super readable, but remember, Steenbarger is a clinical psychologist, so occasionally you'll run into terms like psychodynamic, self-efficacy, or cognitive reframing. If you're new to trading or new to psychology, those words might slow you down at first, but stick with it. Read a few lessons, apply them in the real world, and I promise, those big words will start to make real sense. So what's the bottom line? This book isn't perfect for everyone, but if you're serious about trading, if you're ready to train your mind like a muscle, and if you're tired of letting emotions sabotage your progress, then this might just be the quietest and most loyal coach you'll ever have on your trading journey. Part 7. Conclusion. Here's the truth. The market doesn't kill you. Unchecked emotions do. If you're looking for a book that'll teach you how to read the market, this isn't it. But if you're looking for a book that helps you read yourself, to manage your emotions and stay alive long enough to truly grow as a trader, then the Daily Trading Coach is your compass. Dr. Steenbarger doesn't try to turn you into a perfect trader. He teaches you how to become your own inner coach, so you stop being a victim of the very emotions that are sabotaging your success. Because let's be honest, you can hire someone to do your technical analysis. You can buy trade signals, use bots, learn new strategies. But there's one thing you can't outsource: emotional control. And this book doesn't promise overnight success. It teaches you how to build strength in a way that actually lasts. So, what should you do now? Buy the book. If you're serious about trading, it'll be one of the best investments you ever make. Start reading one lesson a day. Treat it like a daily mental vitamin. Practice, journal, reflect. Build habits that stick. And if you've ever felt alone on your trading journey, remember this: you don't need someone to hold your hand. You need a version of yourself who knows how to lead. The Daily Trading Coach isn't just a book, it's a mirror. A mirror that helps you see who you really are and guides you out of the emotional maze. Trade well and stay grounded like the calm, focused warrior you were meant to be.